Well, the eyes of the nation and the world are on Indiana and South Bend right now. Just 12 hours from now, the polls will be open for the state primary.
But in about an hour, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump will be at the Century Center. It's his last stop before voters head to the polls. And we have team coverage tonight. WSBT-22's Caitlin Connon is outside the Century Center.
That's right. Let's start with WSBT-22's Patrick Roth. Inside, though, Patrick, this is the largest rally we have seen so far in South Bend.
Yeah, Jennifer, there's expected to be about 10,000 people at the Century Center tonight. Now, not only would that be the largest political rally we've seen in South Bend, like you mentioned, it would be the largest political rally we've seen here since about 1968. That's when Robert Kennedy came to town. There's also the possibility that the crowd here tonight might wind up doubling that crowd in 68. I also want to give you an idea of just how much media coverage is here tonight. Pretty much every major national news outlet is here. That's actually why I'm standing where I am. There's no room on the media riser there, so I have to stand here. And as you might expect, there were long lines of people waiting to get in here. And as you'd expect, a lot of the Trump supporters that are here, and they're still filing in, say they expect Donald Trump to have a big night tomorrow in Indiana, and that could essentially seal the Republican nomination for him.
Senator Ted Cruz is going to lose this and then try and say it's not the end, but this is the end. The people have spoken.
I'm hoping that he locks it up today. I love what he stands for. I'm tired of the way the political world has been, and I just think that we all need a change, and this is what I'm hoping for.
Now, there's still about an hour to go before things officially kick off here at the Century Center. You can actually watch Donald Trump's speech live. We'll be streaming it on our website at WSBT.com. Coming up at 11, we'll be bringing you highlights from the speech and why people here say that Donald Trump has changed the way they think about politics. Live at the Century Center in South Bend, Patrick Roth, WSBT-22 News.
All right, Patrick, thank you. Of course, a big crowd inside the Century Center, but a lot of people outside as well. WSBT-22's Caitlin Connon is live downtown tonight. Caitlin, protesters pouring in right now.
Rick, they started at the Morris and marched to the Century Center together, but plenty of others arrived hours before that. They're lining the sidewalks, chanting, shouting, waving signs, but not fighting. They say that inciting any violence would go against their message.
Adding to the circus atmosphere only gives Trump more attention, and I find that, as everyone's puzzled why Trump is doing so well with such an abhorrent platform, it really comes down to the fact that he's given so much more attention than any other candidate.
Most of the protesters I've spoken with today say they're not even going inside of the Century Center, and if they do, they're going to just pretend to be bored with what Trump has to say. Now, the Trump supporters are across the street lining up, waiting to go in, but both sides have been shouting at each other from across the street all night. Live in South Bend, Caitlin Connon, WSBT 22 News.
All right, Trump's rival Ted Cruz also making a final push for local votes. He stopped at Bravo Cafe in Osceola today. Hundreds of people lined up to shake the Texas senator's hand.
And don't forget, the polls are open from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure to bring a state-issued photo ID. WSBT 22 will have coverage from the time the polls open until the final votes have been counted.